Hey guys, welcome back to AMX. Today I have the cool Xtone Pro by Xsonic. I know I'm late, a little bit late in the game. You can find a lot of amazing videos and tutorial by Brett Kingman, Kevin Agnes, Jalen J, Tom Quill, and some other awesome guys on YouTube on how they use this. But this thing is can be your singer pedal, can be your multi effects, and also it can be used to control your DAW. But of course, to treat this as your singer pedal or multi effects, you need too much dust in here. You need your bias effects. Okay, how I use my bias effects? You can use your. I'm using bias effects, but you also can use other like bias amp, jam up, bias pedal, G labs. Now this stuff are interesting. It's gonna sound exactly like how your singer pedal sounds like, but yeah, I'm using this. See, I'll get back to this. I will get to this soon. All right, let me just get through this interface. Right here, there's 6 switches, 6 sturdy switches. Let me go through all this one. So this volume knob is controlling the overall volume of your. You can connect to your headphones, or you can connect your you can connect your XLR to your mixer in the house, or when you're doing recording to your audio interface and stuff like that. And right and left, here's interesting. The right and left, you can connect to your powered monitor or your amps on stage, but this one simultaneously you can connect to the mixer in the house. So maybe the amp is just for your reference. So yep. Anyway, G stands for ground leaf, where if you're doing recording, we're using the XLR input, output. This will help you with the noise, the ground noise. Anyway, what else I need to say? 6 switches. Okay, so the in L is where you connect your guitar, and EXP is your expression, for you connect to your expression pedal, where you want to control the volume or wah pedal or any type of effects that you want to use with your expression pedals. And here you see this in INR is where you can use your vocal mic or acoustic guitar. You can actually connect acoustic guitar and electric guitar together. Once you're done with your electric guitar and the next song you need an acoustic, it's an acoustic set, you can just grab your acoustic guitar, which is already connected here. 9 volt, of course, you can connect to your 9 volt, and USB, where you connect to your iPad. I will connect this to my USB hub and then to my iPad, or to my phone. It works for Android, it works for Apple products. All right. MIDI in and out, where you can use them to control your digital effects, like Eventide or electro harmonics. Some of them has using MIDI command and stuff like that. But again, I don't want to make things complicated. I just want to talk to you about how to use this as your singer pedal board and your multi effects. And before I forgot something, it's better to use a 9 volt so that it won't suck up the juice from your iPad. All right. And one more thing, this is a I would say a cheaper solution compared to if you cannot afford Kemper, FM3, XFX, Hitrush, Helix. Like me, I cannot afford any of them, so this will be the best solution. And it sounds real good working with bias effects and also G Lab. Trust me, this sounds great. This sounds like exactly somehow organic, I would say. Yeah. So one more thing is, if you're using this for your vocal, this gain is to control the gain for or the volume for your mic, and you can turn on the phantom power, the 48 volts, and what else? If it's clipping, it will indicate in red that it's clipping. All right. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. How to use it as your single pedal and also as your multi effects. Demo purposes, I'll be using the bias effects. Okay, so you can see that I have my pedal board lined up with all the pedals that I need. There will be like more than 6 pedals. I know there are 6 switches, but there are more than 6 pedals here. So how I'm gonna do it is, I'm not gonna connect these two, my compressor and my gate, with the Xtone Pro, because they'll be on my board, they'll be on all the time. So this is basically my clean sound. I'm using the dumbbell clean, and my cap will be green 25. So basically I'm just choosing all the pedals and the amp randomly for the sake of this demo. Okay, so now how I'm gonna use the Xtone Pro foot switches to command all these pedals. Pretty easy. So what I'm doing is, how I'm gonna connect them is gonna press my drive and click learn, and then press my foot switch A on the Xtone Pro, and you see CC command successfully learned. So you press done, and then bam, see that? Bam, it's turned on. Now let's hear my drive. Pretty neat, sounds very realistic. Next, I'm doing the same thing for all the pedals. My foot switch B control my EQ, C will be controlling my chorus, D my octave pedal, E my delay, and F, the last foot switch, is controlling my reverb. So let's turn them off, all of them now. Okay, so like I said, these two compressor and gate are not connected to the Xtone Pro because they'll be turned on my pedal board all the time. Okay, you can turn on 2 pedals at the same time, or one foot switch turning them on and off simultaneously. So for example, I want my chorus. Okay, first of all, the downside is if you turn on any of the pedals, it doesn't appear. If I turn on my drive, it didn't appear. See that? But I mean, that's not a problem because you can see from here that which are the pedals that you turn on if you put it on the floor. But if you don't remember and you want to hide your iPad or Android or whatever tablet you have at the back, you can just always label your Xtone Pro. Just, I don't know, put a sticker down here, man. That'll work. Or put a piece of paper where on the floor, okay, A is drive, B is EQ pedal, C is chorus. But now, like I said, how to turn on 2 pedals at the same time using one foot switch. Very easy. Example, I want to turn on my chorus and my EQ at the same time. So what I do is, I know my EQ is on foot switch B, and I want my chorus then switch B. So make sure that make sure that both pedals are on your iPad. So it has to be on. If it's off, if it's off with one of the pedals is off, you're gonna look like this. Turn off. This is useful too if you feel that you want to turn both pedals on and off simultaneously. Now, if you want to turn them on at the same time, you gotta click on the Bass FX app itself. So now check this out. See that? Pretty cool. Okay, so there are tons of effects in the Bass FX. Tons of pedals. All this, look at that. And yep, pretty good. Of course, you gotta pay for them. They're not that expensive though. I mean, you buy pedals, right? Why not just buy this? No, seriously guys, they are not expensive. Okay, why are these locked? Because I didn't buy them. I mean, they come in package, but I don't know why. Anyway, there are a bunch of cool presets that are right down here. All right, so okay, so let's say you want to bring, you feel that for a different song I may not use this bunch of pedals. Okay, fine. So what you're gonna do, you can have 2 pedal board. Let me save that first. I'm gonna see that. Still, the control will be the same. You have to assign those control, right? I don't know, man. I mean, these are pretty easy to, and this sounds pretty good too. Oh, chorus? I don't know. You see, you can switch, you can put them anywhere you want, wherever. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. Up to your preference. Where you want to put the gate. Let's go back to my first pedal board. Okay, where you want to put the EQ? Okay, I want to put my EQ up right here. It's fine too. Turn off my. Oh, it was set just now to turn off at the same time. But this is my EQ here. Single coil. Now, what is the difference between, it acts exactly like your pedal board, your single pedals. If let's say I put my EQ there. May not sound much difference, but because it's a clean sound, so let's turn this drive on. You don't want to put all the way at the end. Okay, so that's about it about having single pedals. Next, we're gonna move on to having pedal board, how to treat your Xtone Pro like your multi-effects pedals. So for this demo, I'm just gonna use the preset here. Just gonna. Okay, so how are you gonna use it? Like your pedal board, easy. Let's say you have a bunch of pedal board A, B, C, and D. Bunch of pedal boards, bunch of, I don't know, like multi-effects, right? Exactly like your multi-effects. So how are you gonna assign this? See that? This is how I'm gonna assign this. Now the cool part is, that's how you assign is gonna be just the same. Learn. And I leave this to empty because there's only like A, B, C, and D. So what do I use for E and F? So E, see that? Up, bang. F, bang down. E, bang up. And then, as you can choose, and then you can set them up. I mean, this live view you gotta turn off, and you can set them up. Pretty cool for dual routing, and then you have single routing into a mixer. You know, you don't have to bring lots of stuff, lots of gears, heavy pedal board on your pedal board. You don't have to bring lots of pedals on your pedal board, right? This is like your cheaper alternative. Of course, like I said, you have to, like I said, the Xtone Pro taking the juice out of the iPad, so might as well use a 9 volt for this, and then your iPad, you can hide your iPad somewhere else, or just put it right in front of you with a something that make it stand, or on your music stand, you know, as low as possible or as high as you want. You see, so that you can just grab it at any point in time. Yeah, and of course, all these are within using CC command within the Xtone Pro. I guess that's all you need to know about it. I mean, pretty cool, right? Okay, guys. So check you guys out. I'm not checking you guys out, but check my videos out on YouTube. And if there's any question regarding this, don't feel embarrassed to ask. I know you guys are not, but drop me a line. All right? Cheers.